Well, I've just finished the rear quarter on the 230 SL today, and it'll need another polish when it's all built, but it's got loads of depth for the colour and a nice shine. So that's all, both sides are done. I've got the back panel to do and then the repainted panels when we paint them. But just set my goal to get this done, and the next tomorrow I'll be on the back panel, and be a nice place to be before we knock off for Christmas. But pleased with how it's looking. It's not in the best place to show it off light wise, but it is what it is. It's looking good. A couple of bits that I want to revisit when I polish it finally, but for the moment it looks really good. Right, tomorrow I'll be on the back panel. See you later. Well, today I started flatting the back panel down ready to polish, but decided to knock the dent out that had been pushed in this aluminium boot lid. So I've now got this into the first stages of primer, and I'll let this go off and cure, and then flat it and see if there's any more imperfections I need to get rid of before that's painted. I'm going to remove the masking in a minute and carry on flatting the back panel ready for polishing. But that seems to have got a dent out, and I've not had to add any filler of any description so far. We'll see what it's like when it's blocked down next, and make sure there's no low or high spots. But it looks good. So I'll give this 10 minutes, unmask it, and carry on flatting the back panel. The side of the car is now looks good. As you've seen on the previous video. So I'll have to get some more paint and get these other panels painted, and let them cure before they're flatted and polished. Once the back panel's done, I'm going to get the windscreen fitted. I can start fitting up the interior, but I'm going to get back on the back panel now. So I'll see you all later. Polishing up this rear quarter bumper to put on the off side of the car. See if we can't make it look like new. Good morning to you all. I just thought I'd show some of the progress on the 230 SL. Firstly, I suppose there was a dent in the boot lid, just where the light is there, that somebody's palm put quite a large dent in, and I thought I'd show you the tools I used to get it out. There's been no filler used whatsoever, that I'm quite pleased with. These are the tools I used. We've got various tips that screw on these Pdr tools. I'm not an expert in Pdr by any means of the imagination, but seem to have got this one out good enough. So we've got the Pdr tool that we used to get inside the panel to lift the dent. We've got the tap down tool to tap down the high spots after we've lifted it, and the handle only is used to tap the tap down tool. Now, I was fortunate enough that inside the boot lid there was quite a large grommet that enabled me to get into the workspace, although I have got in through these ribs as well, so I could get inside. There was no problem there. Sometimes when they're enclosed you can't really do anything with it unless you drill a hole, but I haven't had to on this. And we got it nice and level. I've put some colour on. You seen this in primer the other day. I put some colour on just to cover the grey primer, so that when the boot's painted we don't get any shadows from the grey primer. So that's done, and we'll need another flat before it's painted. But I've been polishing the back panel. I've just got a little bit to do over this side before I can fit the light bumper, and I've just been searching and found the chrome strips that go along the top edge of the boot lid. But I've managed to get some of the parts in this side, and the more parts that are fitted the better the colour looks. Now it's getting broken up because it's a bit bland without the trim bits, but it is making a massive difference. So the last few days have been spent really preparing this lot, and obviously repolishing and reconditioning all these parts before they go back on the car, so I don't have to go over them again. And obviously when they're off the car they're easier to clean and get in the nooks and crannies. So that's done. You've seen previously all the wheel trims was prepared. So it's coming on. It's starting to look nice. I'm going to spend the rest of today and tomorrow on the car, hopefully to get all this back end fitted up. And then after Christmas we can think about getting the rest of the panels painted. I want to get the windscreen in and put the interior in, and then we'll feel like we're getting somewhere near the end. I've got an exhaust shield that's got to go back on the car that I removed to clean up. So the exhaust has got to be rehung. I found all the parts for that yesterday. So I'm quite pleased with the progress. It's coming on a treat. And I'm going to try and keep up the momentum while I've got no polishing work on, which I did have some polishing work to do, but it's all had to be put off because the Ferrari is still here. Need to speak to the owner about that car. It needs to be gone really. But it's given me the opportunity to do more on this, and pleased with how it's progressing. And I'm just going to try and keep going really. Right then, so that's the progress so far. Depending how much I get done between now and tomorrow, I might add a bit more to it, but we'll see. Right then, thanks for watching these videos. It means a lot to me, and keeps me motivated, the fact that you're watching them. And thank you for all the nice comments that I've had along the way. It's always nice to feel appreciated. So thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. It's amazing the difference a little bit of polishing can make. just doing the rear one, just give it a good cut, and now I'm going to give it a bit of gloss, and that just shows the difference that a little bit of attention can make to the silliest thing. And here we are with everything back on the rear end of the car. Just a couple of things to tighten up on the back, and that'll be complete.